For the first time since 2014, the Flames are back in college baseball's postseason. Liberty, part of the Chapel Hill Regional, one of 4 teams playing here this weekend at Boshamer Stadium. On a very hot Thursday afternoon, the Flames spent a little more than an hour out on the field, taking ground balls, taking batting practice, and getting ready for Friday night's matchup against the Tennessee Volunteers. 7 o'clock first pitch coming up here in Chapel Hill on Friday night as the Flames look for their first NCAA tournament win since 2013.
When we played Tennessee in February, we were without Cam Locklear, and I believe we were without Brandon Rohr. So 2 of our everyday players weren't in the lineup. We hadn't gotten that I guess maybe mojo, if you will, in the midweek. We had already beaten Wake and we'd already beaten South Carolina, but we hadn't gotten to where we were kind of reeling them off yet. And so I think we're different from that standpoint, just a little bit of the mentality. It's not going to bother our players to be in this venue, to be in the other dugout, against a SEC or an ACC team. And then I think, the confidence of our players. I don't think there's going to be a moment, a situation where we're going to, feel like we're overwhelmed or we can't wiggle our way out of it. So I think that's, the most important thing going into this time of year. And we all know it's, whoever makes the least mistakes is going to win the game. But I think, when you put yourself in that position, and our guys have done so much from so many different angles, you get here and, I think you're ready for all that in more ways than one. I think it was so early in the season when we went up there against Tennessee, we didn't have everything, quite maybe where we wanted to be. And Tennessee probably didn't either.
Well, usually at this point of the season, I'm headed off to Peninsula Pilots to play summer ball. So it feels good to come back from the conference tournament and still be with all the team. Be in the locker room again, work out in our weight room again, and still see the seniors every day. So that's pretty special. And coming to a regional, it feels, this is what you play for. You play, to play in the NCAA tournament, and this is the highest level of college baseball, so it feels good.
If you would have told me last year, being my senior year, that I'd be here in this position this year, I would have called you crazy. And then after getting hurt and getting the opportunity to come back, still told me I was going to be in this spot right now, I probably would have called you crazy. But it's exciting.
And we've got pitching, from starting pitching to Evan coming out of the pen at the 8th and 9th inning, to either stop some bleeding or to shut it down. So just we're as a whole team, we're ready to go. Yeah.
We were on the road for 13 days, and then coming off the road, just being able to kind of recharge a little bit. We got home at 4 o'clock in the morning on Monday, and then, of course, you've got the selection show, 8 hours later, and we didn't do much on Monday except meet as a team and kind of go over the logistics. And so the vibe is good. They're excited, as you can imagine, to come out of the loser's bracket and have all that emotion that goes with winning the conference tournament. And kind of a rowdy bus ride, and we haven't stopped. Here we are. So it's been fun, and like I said, this is just something very special for the players because you want it so bad for them as a coach, and for them to finally get the opportunity to play, it's going to be exciting.
Flames head coach Scott Jackson declined to outright name a starting pitcher for Friday night, so that much is still up in the air. We should find that out sometime Friday morning before the ball game. Liberty and Tennessee, 7 o'clock first pitch. It's Tennessee's first trip to the NCAA tournament since 2005 when the Vols were in the College World Series that year. So we'll have the live radio coverage for you on ESPN in Virginia, 93.3 FM in Lynchburg, and, of course, streaming online at libertyflames.com with pregame coverage starting at 6:30. Live television coverage is on ESPN3. In Chapel Hill with the Flames, my name is Nick Pierce for the Liberty Flames Sports Network.